Uh, go out once in a while, like once every couple of months, go to a bar or something. Make sure you socialize, not be too, on the scene like that. Just enough where you're like that rare gem that pops up. People like, oh my gosh, she's alive. I'm like, yeah, I'm alive. I'm alive, but you won't see me back here for about 2 months. So I'm just gonna enjoy this night out at the bar. Definitely take walks. Go to all the museums and all the historical sites I want to see. Um, Definitely do poetry clubs and creative writing classes. Anything, especially free stuff. If I can get all the free concerts that I get from casinos, definitely do that. Just stay busy, stay woke, and people like, why y'all after Isha? Y'all know she be gone 24/7. She ain't got no time to be sitting at home. Yeah, but don't let them trap you. Just don't let them trap. Don't let them catch you. That's the warning. Everybody, they can't say it enough. He's sensual though. Somebody who he knows how to hit the right notes. And I guess it's because he's a tipper. You know what I mean? It's the tip is always the funny part that knows what a woman wants and knows how to get them aroused or trapped. Doesn't matter. Said he did it before. He caught me before. What's to say he can't do it again? The easiest thing, I guess, in a lesson or whatever the lesson is, because you know what they're going to do. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to put up the effort to stop them. You don't. They can pull you in and pull you in. You just have to know where to say no. Just like he knows where to touch at you, you just have to know where to touch at him. So you don't burn yourself out in the energy. Because being celibate, I don't have to fight every attempt of somebody trying to hit on me or have sex with me. That's fucking tiring. You just wait till it gets to the point where the actual engagement has to click. You say no to that part, and then you're okay. Because at first I was trying to fight everything. If they looked at me a certain way, I was trying to say no. If they thought at me a certain way, I'm trying to say no. Now it doesn't matter, I already know they can look, but they can't touch. So they can look and whistle or whatever. But as soon as he come over and try to put his arm on your shoulder, or hey, good looking, give me your number, that's where you say no. That's where you stop it at. You don't have to stop at any other place. I kind of miss that about myself too. Being hit on, being in public, dressed up right, just outside, and then some guy just you're not even paying attention. And you pick your head up, and he's just standing still, staring at you with like the devil in his eyes, like. And you try to walk by, he's like, I know you see me looking at you. And then you're like, here we go. I miss that. I miss that a lot. I mean, it's happened. It hasn't happened in a while. The last guy that stared at me like that, it's been a little while. Maybe about a year or two. My mom caught somebody staring at me the other day. I didn't even know he was looking. I had just came out the grocery store and trying to get, load of the groceries, get in the car. And my mom said, "You don't see him looking at you?" I'm like, "Who?" And it was a white guy. She was like, "Yeah, right there. He's looking at you." I'm like, "Stop playing. Let me do what I'm doing." She's like, "Isha, he's been staring at you since you came out the store." And I was like, "Oh." She sees these things. I don't see it. I'm like, I don't know. I've been so reclusive. I guess I'm just giving off that vibe, that interracial relationship vibe now. Because, I used to give off that I just want black men vibe. And the way I dress, the way I carry myself. But I'm so recluse now. I'm so out of that zone. Well, I know in public I am. When I'm on my ones and twos, and I'm walking about, all that sit down energy that tries to sit and say that's what it is, that shit just flies out the window. And then it's the energy that I am that starts coming up. And you walk around, my mom keeps encouraging me. She was like, "Please date outside our race. Please date us. Just try it. Just try it." She's dated her last major relationship was My stepfather, he was Costa Rican. I didn't even know what Costa Rica was. For the longest time, I thought it was like Jamaican mixed with Puerto Rican. But it's Spanish, it's Central American. I guess that's why we love Spanish food so much. To this day, we're still cooking Spanish dishes and stuff like that in the house. Yeah, but she's begging me to date outside my race. Anything other than black. She just wants me to try it. Spanish, Italian, Greek, Indian, whatever. Anything else, as long as Australian, as long as Japanese, anything, as long as it's outside our race. She still, has that belief that I still have eggs in me and I can birth grandchildren. I see where it comes from because, I'm still ovulating, I'm still having my period, so there's no reason to believe that I can't have kids. But it's that whole process. You can't be trapped in a house making outside moves, we're homebodies. We're making all these ideas and plans as if we're out in the world mingling and meeting people. Hoping that the man I'm gonna marry is just happen to be shopping one day and our carts touch and then love at first sight. Who knows? Could be, could not. Don't know. Well, that actually helped me feel better. I don't feel so lonely now that I've got it out. See, because because I kind of been watching everybody in love, and that makes me feel lonely. It even pinches my heart. Like, my heart gets pinched. I'm like, oh, that hurts. I can't watch it no more. And then at the last second, I'm like, why don't you just talk about your own relationships? That way, you don't feel so alone. I was like, that's true. That is so true. I'm trying to figure out if I have a type. I do have a type, but it's only the types that I've known. Like, I've known about, like, my immediate family. Like, when you look at who you like or who you're attracted to, there's certain modes that come to mind. Like, there's a certain kind, like my father, for instance, the build my father was, the way his body was, his height and everything, straight up Andre 3000 from Outkast. Every time I look at him, I see my father in, like, a little bits of my father in him. Like, the slimness, the muscularity, even his face, the way he smiled, all that stuff. So in some ways, your father is kind of always your type. Like, who he is or whatever is always your type. And then there's my other type is light skin, pretty hair, muscles. I like it. I think it's cute. And then after that, it's height and just all the internal factors, like the funny or character, wisdom, strength, humility, just the things that have succeeded in him in a positive way. Most women say, I need humor, I need this, that, and third. I write it down, I want this completely. You need something, especially if he's a scarred man and he's been through a lot. You need something that's succeeded in him in a positive direction. And a lot of men, they don't have the humor, they don't have, the strength, but they have bad humility and bad wisdom. And it's successful in them and it works. So in some instances, that's what it is. You gotta find a way to grind yourself and appreciate that. In other ways, you can find a guy, and a lot of guys, they're just, they're whole, they have strength in them, and they look for women that they can heal. Like, they just want to heal women like women heal men. But those, they're so hard to find. You know what I mean? You don't just run into them all the time. And then, you're not walking around with a sign that says broken on your forehead, talking about, oh, I'm ready to be fixed. Can you come and fix me? Look at me, I'm broken. Look the way my foot drags when I hop down the street. Like, don't you want to fix that? Nah. Nah. Yeah. But this is helping. This is helping me not feel so anxious about it. Can you imagine not being able to accept that somebody's taken? And it's not even the reality that I can't accept. It's the souped up joint from what I years ago. That part of my brain can't accept it. Me, I can accept it all day. I can burn in the grind and accept it and accept it and accept it till I go numb with forgiving it and forgetting about it. But the actual thought can't die because it's needed and it's cherished and it's loved, and it helps people get through their day. And as a Taurus, as stubborn as I can be, I understand the need for beef on the dinner table at the end of the day. Somebody got to kill the cow and get all the milk, and so everybody can eat. And that's what's going on. It's just like my sacred moo is just always on the chopping block, just always on the chopping block. It's just the meal of the day, and don't nobody want nothing else. They just want the sacred moo. And I get so tired because, I'm friends with that moo. We coexist with each other. And I'm always worried in the back of my mind if I'm going to build something that's just going to get snatched from me at the end of the day. Having, constructing ideas and making themes and writing stories. And then, some higher gear or nerve or some drug dealer or whatever just going to come through and just snatch it from me. It's like a wolf that came in and snatched one of my calves while I wasn't looking. And I can't keep him out. And my fence only goes up so high. And they just keep tearing through it and taking, not paying for anything. It's just a free well of water, and now it's all dried up. And I don't have the means to keep filling it with water. It's scary. Loving sacred moo like that. Moo is just the strongest, beautiful animal, but it's just so delicious. And you're just like, you're in your strength and your beauty, but at the back of your mind, you're like, when is it coming? When is the knocker coming to kill me, to take my life and to feed their family or to make money off of me or whatever? And that's what my life has been for the longest time, just having all these great gifts, and at the back of my mind, having thieves just waiting in the shadows just to steal and pounce and destroy. God, I cry a lot. I've lost so much, and I cry so much. I don't even know what I'm owed anymore. If I had to keep a tally of what the streets owed me, I wouldn't even know what I'm owed. I couldn't even fathom how expensive the loss is. Anyway, get out of that depressive mode and get back into happier times. Anyway, we've already had the discussion I was just thinking about, but we're at 28 minutes, and I guess that's long enough for a podcast. But God bless you, God keep you, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.